All right. Good morning, traders. Good morning, everybody out there in digital land. Thank you for subscribing and being a part of my digital world online. All right. Today is September 30th, 2024. Thank you for being here. My SPY pivot this morning remains 571. It's 86. 571.86. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. T2123, XLI, and Diamond Dow all made new all-time highs Friday. Okay, all the Fab Five still in daily uptrends. FNGU and QQQ made lower lows and lower highs, closing inside their bullish traps over the 17 EMAs. SPY made an inside day. All right, so that's a lower high and a higher low. Closed within a 2-hour downtrend and a 10-minute downtrend. Okay, SPY and Diamond Dow. No, that's a little bit lost here. Diamond Dow made higher highs and higher lows, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Why am I lost this morning? I had one for IWM. There it is. IWM and Diamond Dow made higher highs and higher lows, closing over their bullish traps over the 17 EMA. All right, gold and silver both in uptrend. Silver made an outside day, closing in a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Silver made an outside day, closing in a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Gold made a lower low and a lower high, closing inside a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Geez, I don't know what happened here. UNG still in an uptrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing above a bullish trap over the 17. USO in a downtrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing below a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. US dollar index in a downtrend, closed near the 100.41 area, still in a downtrend. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. I messed that one up. Jeez. All right. All right, so here's SPY. Possible triple top here, okay? 1, 2, 3. All right, so getting a little bit of selling. Not to mention, Thursday we hit new all-time highs, okay? So Friday was an inside day. All right, so normally we get a breakout day. This is just the pre-market activity. They could rally it back up later today. We'll see. So it's a possible triple top. All right, so on the SPY, on the 10-minute, we left off Friday. We had a 10-minute downtrend. Okay, on the 2-hour chart, you can see right here, we left off on Friday with the 3 underneath the 8 EMA. Okay, so that's the yellow 3 underneath the 8 EMA. That's a downtrend. So we got a 2-hour downtrend and a 10-minute downtrend. But on the daily chart, we got ourselves an uptrend still. You see price action making an inside day. That's a lower high and a higher low, closing inside a bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. Okay, we're still up over the 2 recent high anchored VWAPs. All right, if we got an uptrend, we got money flowing into the market. Okay, if we get a downtrend, money's not flowing into the market, it's taking profits. Okay, so there's SPY on the daily chart. On the weekly chart, we're in an uptrend. On the monthly chart, we're on an uptrend. On the daily chart, we're on an uptrend. Okay, it's just on the 2-hour and the 10-minute, we're currently in downtrends. We're up over those recent high anchored VWAPs, so money is coming in. We just don't have the uptrend right now. Okay, so there's SPY. Let's take a look at QQQ. Price action for Friday would be this candle right here. It's a lower high and a lower low, closing inside a bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA, up over that all-time high anchored VWAP. And you can see price action here, putting in a higher low and making a higher high. That is an uptrend. There's QQQ. Let's take a look at FNGU. FNGU price action for Friday, lower high, lower low, closing under bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA for FNGU. FNGU up over all-time high anchored VWAP right there. Just need that uptrend. Price action has put in higher low, still waiting for the bulls to be inspired or strong enough to make a higher high. So they still haven't done that yet, okay? But we have taken out this high, so that puts us technically in an uptrend, okay? It's just waiting on the bulls to produce the next higher high. So there's the daily chart. Again, that's also in an uptrend. Let's take a look at IWM. Making higher lows and higher highs. Up over the 2024 high anchored VWAP right there. So there's IWM in an uptrend. Price action for Friday is a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. So IWM in an uptrend. FNGU in an uptrend. QQQ in an uptrend. SPY also in an uptrend. Diamond Dow, Friday's price action, new all-time high for Diamond Dow. Okay, higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. Okay, Diamond Dow, definitely an uptrend if it's making new all-time highs. Let's take a look at our technicals, T2122. We spent the day in the overbought zone, just making little micro lower highs and lower lows through there. T2123 puts in another new all-time high right there for T2123. Actually hit our measured move target right there. All right, so there's price action for T2123. Price action up over rising 200 SMA here. Okay, so nice action on that. Price is moving up. I still like to see it put in some consolidation. Hopefully it can consolidate up here while FNGU figures out if they want to go up. That should help lift the market up to SPY 580, maybe 590, 595. We'll see what happens. If they can consolidate up here, and nothing says they can't go higher since they hit the measured move. All right, you can see they did decide to take some profits right here. Instead of moving exactly over to the right, they said, hey, let's take a little bit of profits on the measured move. So you can see there's price action moving up on T2123. So that is the all-time high for T2123. Let's go take a look at the 3-bar chart. All right, so here's 3-bar chart. Again, it's the same product, new all-time high, same product, okay? Price action up over, rising 17 EMA. See the 200 rising up from below. Like to see that 200 make it in to these one of these three, over these three, actually overall, 3 of them. That would be nice. But if it got up into here, that would be really nice to see that 200 SMA make it up in between those 3 prior all-time high anchored VWAPs. Excuse me, not VWAPs, but just prior all-time highs right there on T2123. All right, FNGU, we'll look at it again. Okay, we saw it earlier. Price action for FNGU, here it is on a 15-minute chart. Okay, just selling from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. Notice they're underneath this 200 SMA that was rising. Don't like to see that, so that's a spike there. Don't want to see a rubber band candle, and I don't want to see anything like that. I want to see price recover and start making it back up here and consolidate. We do have a bullish trap right here that was never filled, and it looks like they kind of want to fill it now. All right, so there's FNGU. We'll see what's going on with that. Okay, we like it when price moves up and holds the higher ground, moves to the right. Okay, price was up and is holding the higher ground. We like consolidation over prior consolidation. That's bullish. All right, so I don't know what's going on with the pre-market, but they don't seem to be as bullish as they were Thursday or Friday. All right, they're kind of losing it. All right, So whenever I see bullish gaps that aren't filled by the bears, all right, that's bullish. So there's FNGU. So there's a breakdown for FNGU. Be nice if T2123 holds the higher ground, moves over to the right. FNGU, if they can get it together, start making some new highs, that would help lift the market back up to about 580. We'll see, 575. Right now we're hovering around, what is it, 568? No, 570 right now. Okay, so there's there's FNGU. Let's take a look at a few sectors. First sector we'll take a look at is, take a look at USO. All right, here's USO. Price action for USO is higher high, higher low, closing under bearish trap under the 17 EMA. USO putting in lower highs and lower lows. It's in a downtrend. Okay, so there's USO. UNG. UNG is in an uptrend, putting in higher lows and higher highs. Price action for UNG, higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. UNG uptrend, USO downtrend. Silver. Okay, silver. Price action for silver was a higher high and a lower low. So an outside day for silver. Okay, so silver puts in higher high, lower low, closing in the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA, up over the 2024 high anchored VWAP there. All right, so there's price action for silver. You can see silver putting in higher lows and higher highs. All right, so that is an uptrend right there. Higher lows and higher highs. Okay, so silver still in an uptrend. Let's take a look at gold. Gold putting in higher lows and higher highs, so that's also in an uptrend. Price action for Friday. It's a lower high and a lower low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. So there's gold on the daily chart. Gold in an uptrend. Silver in an uptrend. UNG in an uptrend. USO in a downtrend. Okay, all of the Fab 5 in uptrends. SPY looking like a possible triple top on the lower time frame. All right, we'll see what happens with that. Had a pullback on Friday. All right, one thing I noticed on Friday and Thursday was there was no buying coming in at the end of the day. Usually there's a rally into the end of the day. I haven't seen that. All right, so just something to be aware of that I thought was kind of peculiar. No rally into the end of the day. And the last 2 days, Thursday and Friday for SPY, we gapped up and kind of just melted off. All right, so I just have to say that's the price action that I saw. Gap up, melted off. They did hit new all-time highs on Thursday. All right, and Friday was an inside day, so that's normal. So I don't know if I'm reading too much into it, but it is what it is, and that's what I saw was a gap up and melt off. All right, so it's gapping up, and the bears are filling the bullish gaps. All right, so that's something I don't like. All right, a gap up and melt off. I don't like that. I like it when it gaps up and holds. All right, that's my preferable. Okay, to see price move up and hold the higher ground, not move up and give it up. All right, so that's what SPY's been doing, is moving up and giving it up. Don't like that. So there's GLD, and then I just explained SPY. For SPY, what I'd be looking for today on the 10-minute chart, okay, remember my pivot is 571.86. You can see price is underneath it. So I would look for red erases green entries to the downside. I don't know where they're going to open it up, but that's what I would look for. Red erases green entries to play it short. And for support, I would look for first stop 565.28. Second stop 561.15. Okay, so that's what I would look for if price decides to melt off this morning. All right. On the upside, I would look for 574.12. All right. We'll see what they want to do. All right. I see a possible W consolidation pattern setting up here between All right, 570.50 and 574 up here. Okay, so I see a W move up, come back, move up, come back, looking for another move up. All right, to 574. All right, so if we get an uptrend where green erases red over the pivot, I'd be looking for targets of 574. Okay, so there's SPY on the 10-minute chart. Okay, my entries are red erases green under the pivot on the 10-minute chart. Okay, so red erases green, that's my entry. Green erases red over the pivot, that's my entry on that 10-minute chart. Okay, I need a 10-minute uptrend or a 10-minute downtrend. Currently, we have a 10-minute downtrend. All right, we have red erasing green right here. All I need is a red candle to jump in on. All right, for that red erasing green. It just can't be a bottoming tail candle. Okay, can't be a green candle, and it can't be a doji candle. All right, because a doji there signifies a pause, a relax, a break. They're taking a rest. All right, so we don't want a doji. Don't want a bottoming tail candle, because that candle says the bulls had more power within that candle than the bears. So that's not a good candle to jump in on. Looking for a regular red candle to jump in on, preferably igniting to the downside. So there's SPY 10-minute chart. There's your 10-minute plan for today when the market opens up. All right, so that's SPY. I went over the sectors. Let's take a look at a few other sectors while we're here. Am I on the right one? Yeah, let's take a look at SMH. Look at that on the daily. All right, on the SMH, making higher lows and higher highs. That's an uptrend, up over. All-time high anchored VWAP, like that. Just 2 red days in a row. Gap up, sell off, gap up, sell off. SMH doing the same thing as SPY. Okay, let's take a look at XLK. XLK, same thing as SMH. All right, making higher lows. You can see up here, making higher highs in an uptrend. Okay, SMH in an uptrend, XLK in an uptrend, up over all-time high anchored VWAP. Okay, so probably getting that pullback to that 8 EMA. Let's take a look at XLI. You see our industrials. New all-time high on Friday. Okay, that's a higher high and a lower low. Closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA, over all-time high anchored VWAP there, the prior one. Okay, still got a measured move up to 136.99. We'll see if they get it. There's XLI. Okay, let's take a look at XLF. That's in an uptrend, XLI. XLF. All right, XLF, all-time high, price action, trying to hold over that all-time high anchored VWAP. Yesterday's price action's a higher low and a higher high, closing over a bearish trap. That's a bearish trap. But over, the bearish trap is over the 17 EMA, okay? Making higher lows and making higher lows here and higher highs. Made another higher high. Still haven't completed the high, made another higher low right here with that bottoming tail. This is the kind of candle I don't want to buy into with SPY. I don't want to short SPY with. See that? See the bulls kind of, it did go down, but the bulls came right back and bought it back up. And look at the very next candle, starts to go up. So that's why I don't want to buy one. I don't want to short on one of those. Okay, so here's XLF making a higher low back. I got tongue-tied there. Making a higher low right there. Still haven't made the higher high. Okay, they're trying, all right? So it might be just consolidation. Okay, up here, that's XLF. Look for price to probably consolidate, possibly within a channel, okay, right along this area right here, right between the two of these. See how this candle comes down and then comes back up. This candle comes down and then goes back up. This candle spikes it and the bulls chase it back up. So probably going to get a W pattern probably in that one, up in this channel up here. See if I can get this to work. Price action comes up, back, up, maybe comes back to there, then comes back up to there, maybe a little lower high, a higher low, and then maybe a rip up. We'll see what happens. Okay. Something like that, maybe. We'll see what happens, all right? So that's XLF. All right, let's take a look at XRT, transports, not transports, retail sector. Okay, so here's the retail sector. Still haven't made a higher high, okay? So we have a high here, all right? Failed to take out this high. Now the reason we have a downtrend is because we made a lower low. We took out this low, and two of these other ones over here. So that's why we have a downtrend. It's actually just consolidating in a bull flag, okay? You can see price action moves up and then over to the right. That's nothing but a big flag for all of 2024, okay? But if you evaluate the short-term, just daily chart, we have not made higher highs yet, okay? And see if we got it. No, we didn't get it yesterday. Okay, so it's not made higher highs. We've made a higher low right here, and we do have consolidation where price action has moved up, kind of over to the right up here. That's bullish consolidation. Still haven't made the higher high that needs to take out this high right here. All right, so there's XRT, still in a downtrend, daily downtrend. Technically, but you can see it's up over bullish trap, up over a rising 17 EMA in a giant bull flag. If you look on it on macro level, that's a move up and over to the right. Okay, so typically when you get those move up and over to the right, it's a move up, over to the right, and then it's another move up. All right, we'll see what we get. All right, doesn't mean this has to happen. All right, but that's what I'm looking for to happen. There's XRT. All right, last one to take a look at is IYT. All right, so here's some transports. All right, transports. I don't know if that's the candle for yesterday. Yeah, it's not. See that? That's not the candle. I hate it when they do that. Just be reliable. All right, so here's price action for the transports. Okay, so we have the 2024 high anchored VWAP. That's the teal line right here. Price action is in an uptrend. Notice the yellow line is on top of the white 8 EMA. So that's the 3 EMA on top of the white EMA. It's pointed up. The 8 EMA is pointed up, okay? Price is on top of it. That's a daily uptrend over the 2024 high. Anchored VWAP right there. So prices, so money's coming into the market here. All right? So that's transports are in an uptrend. Price action for Friday, all right, was a higher low and a higher high, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. So you can see price action here making a higher low and producing a higher high. So there's IYT looking for another breakout to the upside. Okay, I think that's today's candle. Yes. Okay, so this funky action, that's today's candle. This is Friday's candle. So we got transports in an uptrend. Technology and semiconductors in an uptrend. Industrials in an uptrend. Financials in an uptrend. T2123 in an uptrend. And we have a falling dollar, okay? We have everything that it takes to have a bullish market. Okay, and we've even got good economic data. All right, so we have everything. We have the whole, everything that's required, all the ingredients to have a bullish market. Okay, and we've had a bullish market for a while, but we've got all of the right ingredients right now as well. So things could move up today. We'll see. Right now, it looks like they're doing a consolidation pullback. All right, we'll see how far they want to go. Maybe down to 565. I don't know. I don't think so, but I won't be surprised if that's where they want to go. That would be my first target. Okay, so there's IYT. All right, let's go take a look at the economics package. And that's right here. Max pain for today is 565. All right, put to call ratio. There's 4.5 puts for each call. I guess the market thinks 565 is the number to go to, and they've loaded up on puts to get there. So we could see a short squeeze, put squeeze, and I think we had the same thing on Friday, options expiration Friday. We had quite a big put to call ratio, and the market chose to melt off instead of doing the put squeeze. So I'm not sure what happened there, but that's what happened. Okay, so max pain is 565, and we got 4.5 puts for every call. All right, on the economic calendar for today, we're going to get Chicago PMI at 9:45, Dallas Fed Manufacturing Survey at 10:30. Mr. Powell's going to speak at 1. He can move the markets. All right, ISM Manufacturing tomorrow at 10. Consumer spending tomorrow at 10. Jolts tomorrow at 10. And that's it for tomorrow. Wednesday, we have NBA mortgage applications at 7 in the morning. ADP employment report at 8:15. A couple of Fed speakers. Petroleum report at 10:30. Another couple Fed speakers. Okay, on Thursday, we got jobless claims 8:30. PMI composite final 9:45. Factory orders at 10. ISM services index at 10. Gas report, natural gas report at 10:30. All right, so the main event looks like Mr. Powell speaking today and the jobs report. All right, maybe they're looking at the job. I don't know how, but somebody said they could be looking at the jobs report. I don't see it. All right, but maybe they are. I don't know why they'd be. I don't know why they'd be looking at the jobs. There's plenty of jobs out there. Even if we had, I don't know, even if we had 1 million people laid off, in my opinion, okay, the market could still go up. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal. We have such a tight labor market. We could afford to lay off 1 million people, and it shouldn't affect the economy at all. All right, we'll see what happens. All right, maybe they're using that as an excuse. Okay, I don't know. All right, but everything's looking good. All right, so earnings report for today. Okay, Carnival's going to report before the market opens. Tuesday, Nike's going to report 134 billion. They're going to report after the close tomorrow. And we've got some familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the markets here on Wednesday. On Thursday, Constellation Brands is 46 billion. They're going to report Thursday before the close, before the open. All right. Friday, we're going to have Uranium Energy. Looks like 2 billion. They're going to report before. Well, they don't even know. They're still looking for the P&L. And then on Monday, nothing. Just some familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the market. So you can see earnings have already wrapped up. The economic data is good. Everything's in an uptrend. There's nothing here to really squash it other than Jerome Powell. Okay? And he's already said there's going to be another rate cut, and they're looking to schedule it. All right? So that's good on the economic front. Now let's go look at the dollar. The dollar closed at 141 here. Okay, looking for the dollar to take out this low. If the dollar takes out that low, I could see market definitely rallying up to 600, 595. Price action, look at this wedge moving to the downside. Okay, has been lower highs and lower lows and lower highs and lower lows. So We have a dollar in a downtrend. All right, currently in a bear flag. All right, starting to push and pressure the floor below it and probably take out this high. If they take out, that low. If they take out that low, all right, we're looking at a 2.5-year low. Right now, we're at a 12-month low as well as a 2024 low. All right, so US dollar, anytime the dollar drops, that's great for the markets because it makes our goods and services more affordable with the foreign countries. All right, so that's it for this morning, okay? So we'll see what kind of tricks they got up their sleeve this morning. Maybe we are going to 565, maybe not. We'll find out. All right, so that's the plan this morning, 10-minute downtrend. Hey, good morning, Bobby. All right, I'll see you guys in 45 minutes. Let me render my video, and we'll get this out there.